Let's try that again. Try to get all my fingers arranged. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got a fast hawk. Let's not immediately run into the hawk. Come on. I think early on it's pretty important to try to kill the bubbles because the spawn rate is just not that fast. Almost hurt myself on the explosion from that bubble. Honestly, yesterday's run, I don't want to say it was just a warm-up, but it definitely, doing the full, nearly hour of playing was definitely good for me to get de-rusted, warmed back up. Oh. That hawk was trying to make it difficult. Oh. I'm glad I did not try to get closer to that bubble before I shot it. Nope. Oh. Whoa! Coming right for me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dangerous angle. Whoa. Ooh, okay. Ooh, tiny hawk. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fast bubbles. Oh, no. Whoa, no, no, no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Whoa! We got our first amoeba. 50K. Oh. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, hi. Oh, okay. Oh, hi. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Hmm? Oh, shit. Well, there's my hopes of a deathless run gone. But... Hi. Oh, well... Oh! Come on. Trying to get rid of the bubbles. Okay. There. We've definitely entered into the bubbles are quite dangerous territory. That's just weird. I don't know. Sometimes you go to turn and thrust and the turn hasn't really registered yet and you go in the old direction instead of the new direction. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, don't like this angle. There we go. And the small hawks are just so much harder to aim at. Oh! Okay, here, come on, let's... Here. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, jeez. Nope, lost him. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Fuck. Okay. Oh, dude, well, okay. Go for it. Maybe. Here, we should cross over. And 50. Oh, do. Okay. Yep. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. One of those moments where I'm like having trouble deciding what's the happy side of the hawk to be trailing on. Whoa, well, we just lost that guy. Nope, bubble. Go away. Oh, we're on the wrong side of this hawk. But we got him. Oh, oh, nuts! Got an amoeba. Ooh, mini hawk. I need to cross over. Oh, hi. Nope, okay, we just won't do you. No. I'm not on the right side of this hawk. Okay. Oh, no, of course it shifts. I think. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Oh, Woo! Okay. 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 200. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, we're going for it. That's oh wow. That's a nice improvement. Could have been a little bit cleaner, but not mad at it at all. hi. Oh! It was about time for a black hole encounter. As the manual states. Whoop. Ooh, no. Oh, that's the there we go. Whoa, okay. Whoop. Shoe. Nope, need to be on this side. Okay. Oh, we got a fast amoeba. Buffalex, how's it going? It is. It's on an emulator. Honestly, playing on an actual on television is pretty terrible. I have old runs that I did on original hardware. Yeah. After those runs, my hand was tingling and semi-numb for like a day afterwards. So, pretty bad. Hope you're having a good day. Whoop, there we go. Yeah, no, there. Intellivision has like a pretty good handful of just weird concept games that actually work. I mean, they're definitely on the more arcadey side, but I guess I should say arcadey in structure, but the overall feel ends up being different since they aren't designed to be quarter readers. I don't know, just a interesting design philosophy they had going on, at least for the first party games. Though iMagic made some pretty wild games for the Intellivision as well. They were multi-platform, but I always considered the Intellivision version of their games to be sort of the primary ones. Especially for the ones that, like, they got 2600 ports, but they usually had to drop at least some amount of control sophistication. But still fun. Dragon's Fire, in particular, seemed to work well. Yeah, Hero with Asteroids. Okay, It also has multiple control systems that you can use. Like, you can have sort of slightly more realistic inertia and drift movement. It's neat, but it's also terrible for actually playing the game. I think the Asteroids comparison is fair, because pretty hard to shake off that this was at least inspired by Asteroids. But different. Pretty significantly different. I think probably the most apt clone accusation of in Television versus Atari was Space Armada. Absolutely a Space Invaders clone. Oh, Zorija! How's it going, Papa Z? Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I'm assuming you were playing the Keen. Hope you had some good runs, or at least had fun. It's going to be difficult for me to look at chat in depth, so I apologize. I will catch up once I have some downtime. So that downtime might be in 30 minutes. So I see lots of chat though. So happy to see y'all. Hope all you Zeppelineers are having a good day. This is Space Hawk, a Intellivision game from the early 80s. It can be a lot of fun once you sort of get into the flow of how to play the game well. Damn it. But yeah. Hey, thanks for the good luck. I saw good luck from Stormy. I couldn't help but think, like this morning during my shower, thinking about this game. It's like, is there some sort of allegory going on here? A nameless space hunter floating through infinite space and hunting a mechanical hawk that emits a continuous stream of rainbow-colored bubbles, but cannot actually be defeated because it will always respawn. So at this point in the game / run, all sort of game-based progression is based on points. So starting from 0 up through 200,000, you're sort of unlocking more and more of the game, like the enemy mechanics. So at first you have a very slow big space hawk that shoots single bubbles only, and that's it. And the bubbles don't really home. And then the game does continuously get faster, all the way up to 1 million. But slowly it introduces the comets and double bubbles and homing bubbles and rainbow bubbles and amoeba and the tiny hawk. But all of that progression happens up to 200,000. So once you get to 200,000, you're seeing all of the bits of gameplay that you're going to see in the game. And then up to 1 million, it's just getting faster and faster. And then it stops at 1 million. It's running as fast as it can. Which in terms of speed, it's both the the velocity of the different sprites, also the respawn rate. It's already pretty fast, but by the time you get to 1 million, like when the hawk dies or goes off screen, it basically immediately respawns. So you get 0 break. It's already not really much of a break, but even more so. Or less so? So in general, for explaining some of the things I'm doing. At this point in the game, the bubbles are pretty dangerous to actually engage. So if they get shot, it's really by accident. If I shoot them, there's a good chance it'll turn into an indestructible, very fast-moving space amoeba. Also, most of the bubbles are homing at this point. So not only am I trying not to shoot the bubbles, but after I kill each hawk, I will purposely despawn any bubbles or amoeba that spawned, because I don't want them on the screen before I try to fight the next hawk. Because there's a good chance that where they are on screen will cut me off while I'm trying to chase the next hawk. And that's about it. I guess there's one more thing. As you notice, like the player character sits in the middle of the screen no matter what, and as you move around, everything else scrolls, with the exception of your shots. Your shots actually only move relative to the viewport, so if you shoot and then move, you can sort of guide your shots after they're fired. It's pretty useful. If that wasn't the case, it would be pretty difficult to shoot the faster hawks. And even then, you can see it's a there's only a handful of frames on the shots, so they will absolutely just pass over something you're trying to shoot. It's not so much that hitboxes are weird, it's just they only have so many frames of animation for things, and yep. Oop. Couple of comments. As the bubble rate of fire on the hawks increases, they will start to eat shots at the hawk more frequently. Try it. There we go. Especially when the bubbles turn into amoeba. Since the amoeba will eat unlimited shots and have... Now that I'm spawning big amoeba, they have very large hitboxes. They also, when hit, make the same sound as when you hit the hawk, so at some point, trying to count the hits becomes harder. Oh, 0.5 mil and 28. So point progression is not linear. There is a multiplier that goes up as you play. And I think there's also, like, can't remember if there's some, like, leveling effects, like the points of enemies also scale in addition to the multiplier. But whatever the case, it picks up pretty quick. So the time to 500,000 versus 1,000,000 is not like... Oh god. That bubble really wanted to linger. Oh, whoa, whoa. The jukes. I think it'd be sort of interesting to try to, for somebody else, I have zero interest in this, but reverse engineering the Hawk AI. Because you notice it does change direction sometimes. But while you're chasing it, it's pretty rare that it changes direction. It's usually sort of early on when you see it. It may suddenly juke, which is a really great way to get killed. Especially if you're sort of tracking close to it. Or if you're particularly close to its bubble trail. Okay, I need to cross over. Get that comet. Try to score some hits. This is a really awkward angle. I should... Oh, back over. Small hawks are just hard to hit. Oh, okay, stop. The crunchiness, it's always crunchy, alright. I do dearly love my Intellivision sounds. Whoa, 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 whoa. So like there's a moment after the hawk drops a bubble that it's completely stationary, and then it just, but after that times out, it immediately starts going the full speed that it was spawned with. Damn it. So yeah, you gotta be careful. Also, what else? I think so. You can only have 3 bubbles on screen. I think it's actually three non-hawk objects of any type, not including your shots. Wow. So, in theory, like it's possible to maybe keep 3 bubbles behind you, but on screen, not despawning, and then you could trail directly behind the hawk and take, you know, nice shots directly from 6 o'clock. But in practice, that's pretty challenging, and as the bubbles get faster and faster, it may not actually have that much of a margin between the hawk and the bubbles chasing you. How do you know your score? Well, when you die, or when you reach a milestone score, it'll show you. There's also a button on the keypad on the Intellivision controller you can press to show your score, and it pauses for like a brief moment. So for the speedrun, I don't want to do that, but thankfully, it conveniently has milestones at 200k and a million. So. Oh, okay, that... multiple jukes. Not a fan. Whoa, 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 okay. Fast rainbow bubbles. Advancing very quickly on me. You gotta be careful with the comets. Once you shoot them, there's like a little animation of them sort of blowing up. But that animation has a hitbox, and you can kill yourself on that. So don't do that. Oh, nope. Definitely feeling the burn on my fingers now. Yeah. Sometimes you get a hawk angle that it's going to be very difficult to keep it on the screen. And the hawk, like everything, will despawn if it gets off screen. There's a tiny margin off screen where something won't be spawned, but it's not much. I do not like that angle. I'm gonna pass on that. Oh, uh-oh. Well. Oh, we got the black hole. There's a story behind that bug. It's also funny for the software folks out there. The controller for the Intellivision has 12 keypad buttons. It has 4 side buttons, but it's left, right, and top. So both of the upper buttons on the side are actually the same input. And then it has a disc, which is not analog, but it has more than just up, down, left, right. But it does not have input pins for all of those things. The disc, the side buttons, and the keypad are multiplexed in a way that you can have ghosting. So it means if you... certain combinations of the side buttons plus the disc can turn into a keypad press. And the idea being there that is like, well, you're unlikely to be using the keypad, the disc, and the side buttons all at the same time. The minus, though, is that occasionally, just using side buttons and the disc, you will hit an alias for a keypad button that does something. And in this game, what happens is occasionally you'll hit the button, you'll alias to the button for hyperspace, which is that little link, and everything flashes and basically clears the screen at the cost of some points. Why you would do this in regular gameplay, I think it's meant to be sort of like an escape valve. Like, oh no, I'm about to get hit by undodgeable enemies. I'll do this instead. I will never do that on purpose, though. But when it does happen, because of aliasing, they noticed this during testing. And it is believed it is, if not the first, one of the first documented cases of it's not a bug, it's a feature. They literally added it to the manual to say, oh, every so often, you will encounter an invisible black hole during your adventures. When this happens, your spacesuit will automatically trigger the hyperspace function to save you. But yeah, it's totally a bug. That is not really fixable. Because of hardware. One more. This is a awkward angle. Okay, we're on the home stretch. And unless everything falls apart. Hopefully we're looking at a pretty healthy 1 million PB as well. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Just winged it. So I think at this point we're at 6x multiplier. Things are almost as fast as they will be. Also, I think we're only getting small hawks now. Which sort of sucks, because small hawks are a lot harder to hit. The big hawks are nice, chunky targets. The small hawks are just small enough to often sneak into the gaps between the shot animation frames. So, oh, okay. Oh, that amoeba! Okay. Got it before it flew off screen. Oh, come on. One more. Now, thinking about it, I'm wondering if the Hawk only does a juke if you're don't have your thrusters on. Like, I'm guessing it's like a periodic check based on other stuff too, but if you have your thrusters on, it's like, nah. Just keep on going the way you're going. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, okay. Oops! Nope. Ooh, okay. 920,000. Getting close, but also almost every bubble that we hit turns into an amoeba that blocks shots. I am not on the right side of this. Okay. Oop. Oh, okay. Oh, no. I need to get on the other side. If I think about how they imagined people would play this, it sort of makes sense to me that it's much more likely to juke if you aren't thrusting. Because I think the theory being that, oh, you'll stop to shoot because it'll be easier to aim. That rainbow, okay. Yeah. There's a rainbow bubble that just is having trouble despawning. Oh, okay. So to make it more challenging, if you're not moving, the Hawk is more likely to change direction, make it hard to aim. Nope. Okay. Woo! Okay, I almost ran into that amoeba. Don't like my angle. Whoa! Okay. Okay, there we go. There we are. Oh, gosh.